All right, welcome back. Sorry, are you Toke or Teru? So I know what to address you as.
Okay.
Ma?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Madam Faith, you're welcome to. So yeah, we stopped at conditional formatting. We've done everything we have to do on conditional formatting, and we talked. Okay, I did that already. So now moving forward, we're talking about pivot tables. Pivot tables, but then I think I would have to use another data set. Let's see. Okay, let's do it. What we have. So yeah, pivot tables. When we say pivot tables, what do we mean? Like, okay, so we like to get a pivot table and we'll be looking like, okay, what does that mean? It's just a simple way of having an overview of our data set. Having an overview of the data set. Let's say I have like 1,000 record on sales. I want to know the sum of sales. I want to know the count of sales. I want to know the average, the mean, max. Then I want to see a particular field. When I say field, I mean a particular column by another column. I want to see, maybe I want to see our highest customers, our highest purchasers, and the, let me say, the price of their purchase or the quantity of their purchase, like that. Basically, it is like pivot tables give us an overview of our data. It turns rows to column and columns to rows, and it is also used to get exact information in an analyzed form without altering our original data. Without altering our original data set. In the sense that, let's say, okay, I want to see my customers and the rate at which they purchase. Now let's use currency. I want to see my customers and the amount of purchase they make. Yeah. But then I would have, let's say I have 1,000 records. It will be giving me 1,000 names and 1,000 amounts. So now I want to see top, let me say top 5 or top 10 or top 20. So now it would have to filter out the rest, give me the top 20. But now I am not altering, I am not tampering with my original data. That is why pivot table is usually on a new sheet. A best approach to having pivot tables is to give them a new sheet in the same workbook. We're getting there. So now I said it will filter out some parts, leaving some parts because I am trying to analyze it in a portable form. Yeah, let's use that word. In a portable form, in a form that I necessarily do not have to see the whole data set, but I want to get information from it. So yeah, that's data. That is pivot table for us. Now, how do I activate my pivot tables? How do I activate my pivot tables? If I want to activate my pivot tables, one assignment we did in the first week of this class was getting familiar with each of the tabs we have here. Our file tab, our home tab, menu, insert, draw, page, everything, everything. That was the assignment, the first assignment we had, so that we can get familiarized with each tab and what they do. So trying to navigate a particular function now or anything we want to do, it would be easier for us to do. Now I want to activate my pivot table. How do I create one? I go to my inserts. So go to my inserts, then pivot table. Now I know my inserts. With my inserts, I can input tables, I can do illustrations, I can input charts, sparklines, filters, things like that. Even though I have filters on my home tab, I can do that also in my insert. I know when I go to my formula tab, I can do auto sum, I can insert function, I can do all of this. When I go to my data, I can do analysis, I can do getting data, I can do filtering and like that. So that was the first assignment we had. So yes, now back to pivot tables. We had inserts. I go to my inserts, then I go to my pivot table. I select my pivot table. So to navigate to our pivot table, go to insert, then pivot table. I select from table arrangement. I can have data sets in different sheets on a workbook. So I would have to select the particular location. Now this is giving me from table already. I can select from external data source, but we're not doing that. because I am working with it on Excel already. So I have to select from table, table or range. Now, this is easy because Excel already understands that this is where records are from A1 to Y2, Y2824. Excel depicts already that, okay, this is the only location that has, that has records. So if I have not named it, or if Excel does not give me this, it is only left for me to now select the table I want to work with. It is left for me to select the table I want to work with. And if you see already, like Excel selected this for me, meaning like a best approach is for me to create a new worksheet. The best approach for me is to create a new worksheet. I already said worksheets are like pages in our Excel workbook. So now all I have to do is just click OK. But if I don't want the new worksheet, I can just easily uncheck it and come here, enter the location I want. You're not doing that. So I have my new worksheet and I have my table already. So I click OK, give me a new sheet. Now, what do I want to do? Pivot table. This is the pivot table one. To build a report, choose fields from the pivot table field list. And where's my pivot table field list? It is right by the side. Pivot table field. I have all of my field names here. Field names now means like our column names. Yeah, column names, field names of field. So you see, I have order number, order quantity, ordered, price each, order line, like that, which I also have here in my row one. They are my row headers or column names or field names. So these are the names you can call them. Now I want to see my sales. Yeah, all I have to do is highlight sales. Sorry, check sales. But this one is giving me a sum. Yeah, exactly. Sum of sales. Like for the whole record, how much did we make in sales? This is it. But now I cannot present this. I would have to like format it in currency, maybe add a currency, include my 1,000 separator so that I can know the actual amount. What do we do? Already did that. That is formatting, basic formatting. Select what I want to format. Go to my numbers, maybe include my 1,000 separator, include my currency, reduce or increase the decimal points, but then let's leave it as it was. So now I can say my sum of sales for the whole year. Sorry, this data set spans from 2003 to 2005. So that's 3 years. Where's it? Yeah. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. So that's 3 years. And I can say all through the 3 years, the amount of sales without removing anything, the amount we made in sales, without removing our profit, without removing our cost price, without removing any of those things, the amount we made in sales, total sum was 10,032,000. Sorry, what? 10,032,000. Yes, $628. Yeah. Now I can also want to count. If I want to change the description, see description. If I want to change the function now or the aggregate or like I want to change that sum, all I have to do is just, you see, come in. Now I have drag fields between areas below. Anything I am selecting here, it will reflect in any of these four. If it is a filter, it will reflect here. If I am selecting it and Excel feels it will be in rows, it will reflect here. If Excel feels it will be in columns, it will reflect here. And if Excel reads it as a value, it will be here. Meanwhile, I can do all of this myself. That is me stressing myself actually. Let's say I want my quantity order. I can actually drag it here. Or I bring it down here. But if I want to do it now without stressing myself, I will just leave it to Excel to pick where it's best fits because Excel will do justice to it. I will just highlight. Sorry, did I do that again? I'm supposed to remove it before I do that. So I want Excel to give me a better approach instead of me stressing myself to determine if it has to be in column or rows or value. All I have to do is just select it, and Excel will put it in a place for me. See, Excel gave it to us as a value, yeah, because it is a value, order line number. But then this is not needed, so I can easily remove it. I can easily remove it. Now I said my sum of sales. I don't want sum. I want to see it. I want to see that value as an average. What do I do? Sorry, I didn't explain that. What do I do? All I have to do is come in front of it, click this little drop down button in front. Then I go to my navigate to value field settings. Value field settings will now, okay, you now bring it like summarize value. I choose the type of calculation that you want to use to summarize. I can use sum, counts, average. Let's go. I can use, sorry. And I can use sum, counts, average, max, mean, product, counts, numbers, like that. Any calculation I need. Now I want to show it. What I have to do is select average, then click my OK button. Now I know that my average value for the all 3 years of this record is $3,503.89. Now I want to do another one. What can we do? Okay, yeah, we can do customer by, is it price and sales? Let's do customer by sales. So this one will give us our top customers. Instead of me doing insert pivot table, I can easily copy this. All I have to do is Control C, go to a particular place, and I Control V. Then I uncheck whatever is there. That's a shortcut. Instead of me going to insert pivot tables, then select location. Instead of me passing through all of that stress, I can just copy and paste there, uncheck whatever is there, and insert my home. Now I am here. What do I want? Yeah, I said you said customer by sales, right? Where's customer now? When I saw something customers. Yeah, customer name. Like I said, check. Then I have my sales. Where down sales, I check it. Now, when I said it can summarize data, or I said it can show me a particular thing without altering my data, this is what we mean. Now, this particular one is giving me for every distinct customer. Now this means I don't know, like we have this is 109. That means we have like 91 distinct customers. That means this alpha cognac can come like maybe 20 times. The next person can come like 52 times. The next person came like 70 times. But if we want to know that, we can use filter for that. Now, the total sum of sales this alpha cognac made during these 3 years of patronage, during the 3 years of this record, was $70,488. Now, how did I know? Pivot table made me know without altering my original data set. Now, if I come back here, I would say my data set is still giving me like 2,000 plus. Nothing has been removed. But when I came here, it has summarized everything for me. Now, I don't have up to 2,000 informations again. I don't have up to 2,000 records of each of their patronage. Now, I only have distinct records of their patronage, and I have a total sum of all of their patronage. Let's say I went to Just Right today. I bought something of 10,000 naira. I went to another Just Right last week. Sorry, I went to the same Just Right last week. I bought something of 20,000 naira. I went to Just Right again. Let's say next month. Sorry, or last year now. Let's say last year. I went to last year. So how much have I spent in Just Right for a total of 3 years? This is exactly what this means. So it means Alpha Cognac all through 23 to 2025 spent total sum of $70,488. That's an advantage of pivot tables. It summarized the data and analyzed it like using a shortcut. Instead of me now going to filter for Alpha Cognac, then summing the total sales like that, I just come here, select whatever I want to select, and I have whatever I want to have. Now I want to see my top customers. This is where sorting and filtering comes in. What do I do? Now, okay, now let's do count of sales. Let's do count of sales. Then let's see the one that patronized most. Oh, sorry, the one that frequented the place. Count of sales now. I see that this one, sorry, this would not be in, this would not be in, this would not be in currency. Yeah. So let's redo that. Now, let's ignore the currency now. This means Alpha Cognac came to my store, to this particular store, 20 different times. This person came 26 different times. This one came 55 different times. This one came 51 times. This one came 27, like that, like that. Now, let me take it back to, it was some of sales. Yeah. Now, I want to add sales as counts. I can actually bring it down here. Then I change the summary to counts. Counts, where the counts. Okay. Now I would have to format this as a general, no specific format. Yeah, so this one came 20 times, 26 times. Now I want to see my top customers. All I have to do, right click what I want to select. I right click and I go to sort. Sort. I can sort ascending and I can sort descending. Ascending in the sense that from the smallest value to the largest value, and descending in the sense that from the largest value to the smallest value. But now I want to sort from the largest to the smallest because I want to see my topmost buyers. Now I can sort largest. Did it work? It did not work. Let me move this first. Oh, okay. I did a mistake. Let me go back. Now, I think I selected this instead of selecting a value from what I want to do. I selected the header, which is very wrong. Selected, so I should select this. Then I sort largest noise. Now, yeah, it's worked. So this now is telling me, okay, Euro shopping channel patronized the most. In fact, okay, they frequented the most in the sense that they frequented 259 times and they made a total purchase of $912,294. Yeah. Now I want to see just 10 instead of saying, no, let me say 5. Okay, 10. Instead of saying all of these people, I want to see just 10. Same way we have the unique customers here, we can also do unique customers on the original data set. That is where we go to what's it called now? Duplicate values. Yeah. We select the customer name, column, then we remove duplicates. That way we have the number of unique customers that we have. But we'll get to that, I think. So now I want to see top 10. Instead of saying all of these people, what do I same way I sorted? Um, can I filter from here? No. Let's go back. Yes. Value filters. No, wait, hold on. Coming. Let me see what I want. What I'm trying to do is like filtering out to have just my top 10. Let me sort and filter. Oh, my filter is activated. Let's do this. Now, this was what we had before. Okay. How about I come here and label filters? Why is this doing me like this? A minute, let me see what's going on. How you like filter? Okay. Let's do something else. Let's use another one. Let me do it here. So we had customer. Where is it? No. Where customer needs series. Yeah, now I want to filter. Yes. Is this really the same thing? Yeah, value filters. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Now, I am yet to arrange this. Let me see if we can do sorts, then filter. Sort largest to smallest. This is just a replication of this, but because I couldn't do filtering here, that is why I'm replicating it here. So, no difference. If you look at it, we're having the same thing. Now, I want to show my top 10 customers. Let me try it. Filter, exactly, filter. And I have my top 10. Okay, now I don't want 10, I want 8. Show top. I can either show top or bottom. I can increase or decrease the number of whatever I want to see. I can select items. I can make it in percent or sum. Let's use item and sum of sales using, that is by, I want to show top 8 of whatever item I have there by their sum of sales by the next column here. So I click my OK. I can see that this thing has now reduced to 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 instead of having this whole data. Now I have my top 8. Same way I can also have my bottom 10. So yeah, this is an idea of pivot table. Let me delete this. Now, if you look at this, we'll see that this thing here is different from this one here. This one, I have sorted it, and this one, I've sorted and I filtered. This one represents sort. This tiny arrow represents sort, and this funnel stuff represents filter. Yeah, it represents filter. Now, if I come down here, I will see it's a filter. This is what's filtered. Then my sorting has this tiny arrow going downwards. Okay, so what do we do next? Let me delete this. Oh, okay, let me check it. Okay, now for this one, what do I do? What can I do with this? Let me see. What can I do with this? What can I do with this? Okay, I can use my okay, status. Let's do status by amount of occurrences. So we use sales as our facts. Fact in the sense that I can use my sales to measure all of my status. What I mean is, this isn't giving me. Now, if you remember, we have 2,824 records in our data sets. That is including the raw headers. So now, for each record, we have a total of 2,823 records. Now, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by row labels? Let's try this. What do I mean by status by count of sales? Status by count of sales. I am using my sales as the numerical function I can use. I don't know. I don't feel there's another thing I can use, but wow, the fact in the meeting. Let me see if there's another numerical field I can use. I have my consider that. I can also use quantity ordered though, but I think I'm better off with sales. So yeah, For my status now, let's see how many values we have and what they mean. So it means like, okay, for this order, it can either be cancelled, disputed, in process, on hold, resolved, or shipped. Like maybe it has been transported to whoever ordered it. It is on hold, yet to be transported. It has been cancelled. The order was cancelled. It is disputed. I don't know the meaning of that. Maybe it is in process, or there was an issue and it has been resolved. That is what this status mean. Now going back to my sheets, I said I want to see my status by count. Like, sorry, I want to see my status. I want to count my status. So I used sales as my numerical value. That's as my fact. Now, it means the total number of orders that were cancelled all through the year were just 60. The total number of orders that were cancelled were just 60. The total number of orders that were shipped were just 2,617. From this now, I can say we are actually doing well. We are doing well because if we perform more analysis now, we can depict the reasons behind cancellation and the reasons delaying all these other items. But since this is above 70%, it means we are actually doing, sorry, the company or whatever now is doing well, but then they can still improve. But as an analyst, it is our own job to depict the reason behind all of this. Maybe there was a mistake in the packaging of orders, or maybe the customer made a change of order, like that. Anything that's the analysis part. Okay, now so for this one, I already counted what I want. I already counted my total number of status all through the period of the record, all through the period of the data set. So this is another means of pivot tables. Now, what else can I do for more? I think we would have to use another. Maybe for next class, if we come back to this, we'll have to use another data set so that it can be more explanatory. Oh, let me do that now instead. Obviously, does not handle. Let me see. No, I have insurance. Yeah. Oh, please, let's not forget. Okay, except powerful financial. Thank you so much, Excel. Please, like I said earlier, if we are lost, we can easily draw my attention back. If we are lost, we can easily draw my attention back so that it does not pile up before we start. Like, oh, I don't understand this. I don't understand that. This was my first freehand dashboard. Oh my God. Okay, no, let's do. Yeah, this is an example of a pivot table I created just to build a dashboard. But hey, Jesus, we've not treated chart and graph. Okay, so chart and graph will be very short. I don't know if we can finish it in this meeting or would have to rejoin again. I am so sorry. So yeah, let's continue regardless. Okay, instead, let me create a new, whatever. Where's my inserts? I insert pivot table. I select from table or range. Yeah, from table or range. Excel chose my, this one has given me insurance because the table has been named insurance. Then Excel checked new worksheet for me because that's the best approach. And I click okay. Now I have a new worksheet. What do I do here? Yeah. Now I can find the average of age. This one is giving me some. All I have to do is value field setting and I change it to average. Same way I can do my max of age. This one I would have to format it to give me age as in age, because age cannot have this much decimal places. Yeah, I have my average of age. Control C, Control V. If I want to find my total record, I would use, let me see. Count of age. Yeah, I can use count of age or count of sex. Um, this is not valid. Oh, I said numerical. So I can use my age and I will just do my count of age. This means I have total of 1,338 records. That is 1,338 people or persons now were used for this record. Let me come again. I can do, what do I do? Okay, now for this data set, let's get to understand. Let's get to understand this data sets. So for this data sets, okay, it is very small. I have age, I have sex, I have BMI, I have that's body mass index, I have children, I have smoker, I have region, charges, smoker status. Meaning this thing now is for this data set is a record on smoker status for some particular region. Yeah. Now back to it. We were on sheet one. Sheet one. Sheet one. Okay, now hold on. I'm going to do something again. So, um, okay, now I want to view the smokers for a particular region. All I have to do is check smoker, check region, and I have a by coming charges smoker status. I have put smoker to values. Now I have the number of smokers for each region. I have the number of smokers for each region. And if you look at it, I said this is our count of records, 1,338. Same thing we have 1,338. Meaning if this grand total does not equal to this, that means there's an error somewhere. So this means for Northeast now we have a total of 324 persons, irrespective of their smoking status. For Northwest, we have 325, both yes and no for smoker status. If you want to know their smoker status now, we can just come in and select smoker status. Then we have our number of yes, number of no. So now smoker status. Okay. For smoker status, we have just 1 and 0. 1 in the sense that, okay, yes, this person smokes. 0, this person does not smoke. We want to know for people that smoke, that is 1. And we have so this one now has, let me just go back, filter. I'm not saying what I want to see. So, this one. Now back to my sheet. So yeah, it means I have 274 smokers. Now it's ignored the ones that were 0 because it does not see it as smokers. So yeah, like I said, now this sum now it gave us the sum of everybody that has 1. If I am adding 1 and 0 together, I will definitely have. So the number of is what is giving us here. Meaning for Northeast, we have 324 persons, but we have 67 smokers in Northeast. Same way we have for Northwest, South, East, Southwest. I think this one is more explanatory than the first. So now, okay, what else can I do with these pivot tables? I can control C, I control V, then I uncheck whatever I do. I know overlap. What's overlap? Okay, now what do I do? Let me see. Can I see the number of children? Sum of children, 1465. Okay, for each smoker now. This one is more complex. So this was like for each smoker, this smoker has a particular number of children. So that sums the total number of children for every of the 1,338 people. But then let's look at what else. What else? Oh, this meeting went in 3 minutes. Do we still have time? Can we rejoin or just call it in? Because I want to hear from us. Or am I alone? Wow, wow. Mr. Anonymous, Madam Toke. Nobody's with me. Wow.
I
Okay.
am with you. I said I can rejoin. I have
Oh,
time.
all right. Thank you so much. So yeah, I think we would have to dive to what's it called now? Chart and graph using this pivot table. But then let's do a summary of pivot table. If I want to navigate to my pivot table, I go to my insert tab, pivot table, insert. Then I select my table range. Then a pop-up would come up and it will ask me the range of data I want to use. I select my table, enter a new location, which is Excel's best practice. So yeah, then I also said pivot table is just like it is an easier method for us to have an overview of our data without altering the original data set. It also helps us summarize data sets. It also helps makes analysis easier, faster, and better without altering the original data sets. So yeah, that is that for pivot tables. See, whatever we want to do, even if I want to see a particular record by 2 or 3 field names, I can do it. Just like we have this one, we have our region by our count of smokers, by our sum of smoker status. Sorry, Mr. K, you're raising your virtual hands. Let me say something.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to ask, is it possible to get this sheet?
For
Or
this
it's not
insurance
possible?
or the sales data,
Both
both.
to
Okay,
practice.
I will send this sales data to us. I think I sent it already before. But I would have to delete all of this we did in class, so you would do it yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. All right, please let's rejoin.